We heard from a leprechaun friend of ours that there was going to be a St. Patrick's Day parade held for the first time in Milford. He promised that if we ventured down the road to partake in the festivities, we might just find a bit of Irish luck in our travels. We didn't know quite what to expect, so we put on our finest Irish clothes and headed over the rainbow to town. Since this was the first ever St. Patrick's Day parade being held in Milford, we thought we'd get there early, and it was a good thing we did. There were people everywhere, lining up an hour before the parade was scheduled to start. There were cheerleaders, Boy Scout troops, high school mascots, classic cars, fire trucks, and leprechauns everywhere. Everyone who lives in and around Milford must have shown up for the parade. With so many people in the parade, we didn't know if there would be anyone left to watch the procession. As we made our way through the staging area, we ran into one of the event's main sponsors, Chant Realty.
Talk to us about what this means for you, Chant, in this whole area.
Well, Dave Chant was one of the founders of this, and he was going to be the Grand Marshal. He was excited about it. All of our people were excited. I wasn't that excited about it. I thought, St. Patrick's Day Parade, what are we doing spending that kind of money on a parade? Well, I went around and talked to all my people here today, and I am so glad that we did what we did, because this thing is huge now, and I can't even imagine what it'll be like next year.
Amazing.
So it certainly is. We're looking out with the weather, and I just cannot believe all the people that have come out here today.
Tell me about how Milford Hospitality Group is making this an amazing St. Patrick's Day.
It's, you know what, honestly, it's more than we expected. You know, we were presented with the opportunity. We said, we're in, and I'm blown away by this.
This is awesome!
Really.
Milford's law enforcement was on hand to make sure everyone had a good time and that no shenanigans were taking place.
You helped organize this crazy first-time parade, correct?
Correct.
Tell me all about it. Go.
Well, it was a couple people's ideas that kind of ran with it, said Milford need one more event, and they came to the police department and said, were we willing to help as far as traffic control? And we're like, yeah, we're on board.
Hey, we're hanging out with the police, the law enforcement here, and she's got one thing to tell you guys.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, and everyone have a fun St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy the parade.
Safe.
Safe.
Before heading over to Broad Street to check out the parade route, we thought we'd find out what people thought about the first ever Milford St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Well, I think it's amazing they're having the first annual.
Yeah.
And I think we should bring it.
We thought that was neat, and then with us just getting this last October, we figured, you know what, it's an opportunity for us to get the car out and enjoy the day.
And you're from the area?
I'm from right in town, yeah.
Right in town?
Right in town.
What does this parade mean to you?
Well, it's the first one, so let's see. Let's make it big, man.
Don't be a wait and see. Tell me how it makes you feel right now.
It's very exciting.
It's exciting.
This parade gets everybody from Milford together, gets everybody excited about St. Patty's Day, drinking a little green beer, eating some corned beef and cabbage.
Okay.
And just enjoying family and friends.
That's awesome. What does St. Patrick's Day mean to you guys?
Green.
Green.
And Shamrock Shake.
Shamrock Shake! Yeah!
And the Irish jig.
Do it! Yeah! You learned! That's awesome!
This is nice. First time in Milford.
Very nice.
We're really enjoying it. It's a
That's
good time.
Cool.
Excellent time.
At the first one,
Excellent
right?
time.
It was almost parade time, so over to Broad Street we went. As we rounded the corner from Ann Street onto Broad Street, there were thousands of people lining the parade route, waiting to watch the town's first ever St. Patrick's Day parade. At last, in the distance, we heard the sirens of the police vehicles leading the parade as the procession turned onto Broad Street. Following the police cars was the Black Diamond Pipe Band. The first ever Grand Marshal were Ken and Pat Corcoran, followed by the Knights of Columbus. The veterans of foreign wars received cheers and appreciation for their service as they walked down the streets. There were Boy Scouts everywhere as troops from nearby towns joined the parade. And of course, since it's an election year, there were as many politicians as there were Boy Scouts. Throughout the parade, there were gymnasts, cheerleaders, and athletes of all flavors. Along with a host of community organizations. And here comes the second bagpipe band, the Penn York Highlanders. Followed by the Delaware Valley Trojan. And what's a parade without floats? It was cool to see the classic cars in historic Milford, along with several souped-up hot rods. Another amazing feature of the parade was the historic Hiawatha Stagecoach. Wrapping up the parade were our first responders, keeping the Poconos safe. Even Smokey the Bear came along. So, what did the crowd think of the parade?
What made it fun?
Everything. That was the best parade ever.
Yeah!
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot longer, and there was a lot more to it than we thought. It was pleasantly surprised. It was awesome.
We learned
Good
how
times.
to say leprechaun, right? Can you say leprechaun?
Leprechaun.
Yeah! How was the parade today?
Good.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Can you say Happy St. Patrick's Day?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
This was the best. I'm so glad that Milford did this. Everyone was so happy. Music,
It was
everything.
incredible.
Lots of
Incredible
candy.
turnout. Everybody was so sweet as we were going by, and the kids were so
Clapping, it was
excited. Kudos to Milford for putting this together.
Yeah, we look forward to it
110%.
next year.
Absolutely.
We found some friends along the way, and the only thing better than a pint of Guinness is 2 pints of Guinness. So here's wishing you life, love, laughter, and luck, and may the roads always rise to meet you.